Good evening, Coin Community, and welcome back to yet another episode of Coin Community Wednesdays. For tonight, we will be having a deep dive into Viction and growing blockchain communities for CryptoPH. If you're watching the stream on Facebook Live, drop a GM in the comment section and make sure to tag some of your friends to join us to watch our Coin Community Wednesdays episode for the night. We would love to see everyone from all of your communities to tune in to learn more about Viction from Hera, Doan, the community management and core team representative of the project. Don't forget that every week, we also do choose some of your community questions from Facebook Live. And if your questions are chosen, you will be winning some Viction tokens sent straight to your coins.ph wallet. Now, without further ado, I'd like to, introduce some of our panelists for the night who will help us, explore the topic of growing blockchain communities for CryptoPH. So I'd like to first bring up one of our own coins champions and co-founder of Crypto Warriors. So Creatine, if you are there, good evening. Kumusta ka kuya on a fine Wednesday evening?
Good evening, kuya, no? So, okay naman. Actually, pasensya na sa background. Kakalipat lang namin kasi today or kakalipat ko ng bagong place. So, yeah, yun lang naman yung sa akin update. Anma, I have to introduce myself.
Yes, introduce yourself. Siguro for our first-time viewers, what is Crypto Warriors, no? And what are some of the things you do for crypto dito sa CryptoPH?
Alright, so yeah, thanks. First of all, ako pala si Creatine, one of the coins champs. So, and I am from one of the co-founders of Crypto Warriors. So, in layman's term, Crypto Warriors, we just educate people in the North about blockchain technology. So kami is more on the not the financial side but on the technical side. So we teach them like how to prevent this and that and how to use the blockchain technology as well. So basically that's what we're doing. And we're based in Baguio. So if you're here and you want to chat with us or drink coffee with us, just let me know lang.
Creatine, thank you so much for joining us. No? And shout out din sa mga taga Baguio kung nanonood ba kayo or kung taga Crypto Warriors din kayo, shout out din sa inyo. So thank you for Creatine's community for joining us for this evening's Coin Community Wednesdays. For our second panelist for the evening, he is no stranger to Coin Community Wednesdays and one of the guild leaders that we love collaborating with. So Syl, how are you doing this fine evening? Good evening. Thanks for joining us again for CW.
Good evening. I think it's my first time. I've been here for quite some time. I'm also gonna be seeing everyone tomorrow. So once again, guys, I am Sil, co-founder of Sylphy Academy. So we are a media focus and an esports focused guild. So if you guys are looking for something or somewhere to grow as a person in Web3, you can join us. And we are powered by none other than coins.ph. So happy to be here, happy to have this discussion with everyone else. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward on what is gonna be like our discussion for tonight. I think I'm gonna be having some conviction on this one. So yeah.
I love that. We will be having a discussion with conviction on Viction for this evening. So I'm super excited to discuss with you guys since you guys are community leaders yourselves. So I think your expertise on growing blockchain communities in crypto Philippines will make a really good, insightful discussion because Viction is a layer one blockchain, and with it has a whole ecosystem, right? And when you're an ecosystem, there are so many opportunities and avenues for your members to get involved. So thank you, Creatine and Sil. Unfortunately, everyone, so Chi cannot join us for this evening. She's sick, cannot do online guesting. So we wish her well and hope that she'll be recovering really soon. So again, if you guys are in our chat, drop a GM, tag your friends to also join us for tonight's discussion. We love teaching and educating our viewers every Wednesday on Community Wednesdays, more about crypto adoption and Web3. And last but not least, let's also bring up on stage the representative from Viction, who I was also very pleased to meet earlier today. So Hera, good evening. So nice to have you on Community Wednesday. So how are you doing on this Wednesday evening?
So VM everyone. So VM is like good morning, but in Vision's type. Yeah, so I'm Hera. I'm a community grow of Victions and really happy to be here with routines and see you and Stefan. Yeah, so happy for having me today. And yeah, so excited. Yeah, let's go on.
Let's get it. All right. So for our viewers, if you are a first-time watcher of Community Wednesdays, and shout out to from the Viction community, if you're watching, I hope you guys will also learn something from our panelists for tonight. I guess just to show or to introduce to everyone again the show format. So we will be asking Hera some questions about Viction, some of the fundamentals and the basics of Viction. So people who are unfamiliar with the project can learn more about the basics. And then after that, we have some questions for Creatine and Sil on their insights as community leaders themselves. And then afterwards, we also have a set of questions that will be flashed on screen for all of our panelists. And then halfway into the show, around 8:30, please don't forget to send your questions in via Facebook Live. We will be choosing them. And if our panelists also want to answer some questions that they see or interesting to answer that can be shared for the whole community, then we'll read those out and we'll send Viction tokens straight to your Coins wallet. So let's begin with our introduction and deep dive into Viction. So I guess, Hera, the first question that we have is, so what is Viction and how would you explain it to someone completely new to crypto?
Yeah, so I hope you guys already heard about Victions before because we have just lit on CryptoPH. Yeah, so the reason why I'm here is to explain you guys what is it. So Victions, we are the layer one EVM blockchains, and we has been in the space in 2017. We used to be Tomo Chains, but our mother companies 98 we acquired Tomo Chains, and then we have just rebranded into Victions in November 2023. Yes, and how would I explain it to someone who completely new to crypto? Yeah, it's an interesting question because Visions, we really want to tap to the Web2 people, and we did have some event in real life with the audience are like Web2 people, and I did like have some chain to explain in a really easy way for them. So this is the first time I explain online. Yeah, so if you imagine fictions at the vibrant world or the city, so you can like imagine it's like the world and the city with everything to design like to support you and all the aspect of digital life. For example, we have the primary currency in the cities in the countries gonna be VIC. It's like something that you can use to pay for any service or any good in your life. And for entertainment, Victions also have game for you to earn, to play and earn digital art, or we can use the word NFT in blockchain to describe it. It's not only like provide in entertainment, but also have you for the opportunities to connect with your favorite creators, help you to earn money from that. And we also have many people, the blockchain cannot have the communities. So we have the ambassadors, the content creators who like the two guys. They are like head first to navigate the words and have the people to understand what is happening in fiction's world and support people with the tool and the knowledge they need to know to success in our ecosystem. Yes, we have many things around the city, so you can work around to explore. So I hope that the call today can give us a chance to understand everything of fictions. And I believe that this one is really interesting. That what makes fictions special is that we operate on a concept known as zero gas fees. So typically in crypto in blockchain world you have to pay gas fee every time you do any transactions, like minting or tradings or like sending the token. Yes, but in Victions we offer zero gas, so you don't need to pay this. So the fees is similar like to you paying a toll when you are using on the road. So yeah, in our city you don't need to pay any toll fees, just free to move around, which means that everyone, the user, the builders, the developers, everyone can freely to connect, freely to enjoy on the service without paying any fees. Yes, and many things else. Hope we can explore during the course day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hera. And I love what you say about gas fees because I think for a lot of first-time users, gas fees are something not everyone wants to pay. Because in order to use the chain, why do I have to pay? So I
Right.
think this is really good for adoption because aside from it being something that's really fast, you also have something that's accessible. And I think if you're a layer one in today's era, you really have to make sure that your chain is readily accessible and has a very smooth user experience for everyone. So thank you for that, Hera. And I guess I'd just like to give one quick round of shout outs to our viewers for tonight. So Piolo Azuela, GM, Franzir Ahmad, GM also on Facebook. Please continue to invite and tag your friends to join and watch our stream for tonight and learn more about Viction. So let's move on to our second question, Hera. So I guess a lot of people might be curious about how can they start their crypto journey with Viction, and what are some of the ways that they can start getting involved with the community. So with that, I'd like to ask you, Hera, since you're part of the community management team, so what's the best way to start exploring the Viction ecosystem and engaging with the Viction community?
All right. So in the questions, we're gonna have two phase: Vision ecosystem and Vision community. So I will start with the ecosystem first. Within Vision ecosystem, we have many things to explore. And yes, as I said before, that Victions we want to make Web3 accessible for everyone. That's why we offer everything's really easy for a newcomer to try. So if you want to explore Vision ecosystem, there's many ways for you. Like you can buy NFT or you can mint NFT on our NFT marketplace, for example, Dawara. Um, or you can play game. You can start with some basic actions like just download the wallet and start buying VIC, sending VIC. Yeah, everything is free gas, so you can do whatever you want. But I think that because today's I'm on the Philippine community, so as far as that I know, the Philippines is like dominant with the game sectors. So whenever I mention about Web3 or Philippines, people will immediately think about game. So I think if you are the Philippines users, I think you can. The best way that you can start explore fictions is. Trying to play one of our game that be on Vision. For example, we have eternal games. It's like mobile game, or you can play on Telegram. Yeah, it's very easy for you to play the game without like worry too much of the back end. Um, yes, and many things of the ecosystem. I think I can share later. But if you want to start on Victions, you can. And you are the Philippine community user, you can start with the game first. I think it's the best way to approach. And about the communities, yeah, it's really easy. First, you think I think that you should follow our social medias on X, Beyond Victions. You can join our Discord. Then you can like discover some activity we currently having. For example, we have a community call. You can catch up on everything on Victions ecosystem, and we usually have some activity for you to uh, earn from earn from our project on Victions, my mini project on Viction, and you can earn from it. And I think that let me say the last thing that you can immediately start right now. You can discover some NFT, and we have many PFP NFT. We want to build the world like really human centric, people centric. So we got a lot of PFP NFT, and if you want to start like you have to first you have the first step at the Vision community, you can start explore the NFT. Find the one that fits your style and set it at your profile pictures. So we have Contrarians, Ivy, the Luminaries. The Luminary is the NFT of Cyborg, the game platform on Viction. Yeah, so you can discover the NFT first, and then people in Viction community can easily recognize you are Vision community user and support you whenever you want. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hira. Yeah, you were showing me the NFTs earlier, and I love
Mm.
NFTs too. So I think if people are looking to get more involved with the community, definitely check out Contrarians and Ivy, right? For like your communities as well. I think that when you have an NFT community, they'll really help you get more involved with the other apps, the other communities, and other projects, basically in an ecosystem. So do check those out. And Yeah, you're correct as you mentioned that we do have a lot of gamers in our audience. So shout out also to the people from our communities, especially those from Sylphy Academy and from YGG who are watching because they
So
always come to our streams to support. So thank you so much to those members for joining us for CW very often. So yeah, on that topic, so I hope the community learned more about where they can learn more about the Viction communities with NFTs. And I guess maybe once they find out that they want to start getting into the community, they probably want to start participating. So with that, Hera, maybe we can teach the community about some of the ways that these newbies, these people, how can they participate in the Viction ecosystem, even if they're not devs or traders or experienced crypto users. So how can they get started with Viction?
yeah, so if you are like ordinary users, you are not developers, not traders, not investor, right? You just like the users. I believe that you can start joining our Discord. There's many activities that we want to support you by education, and also right now, Victions we really focus on the communities, especially the content creators. So if you are a user, you don't have fund to be the investor, be a traders, or you don't have tech expertise to become the builders. I think you can start with the angle of being the content creators. Right now, Vision we have Frontier DAO. It's like the brand of communities that we are currently building to support people who want to be the content creator, or you just want to create, you want to writing some piece of content on X, or you want to do a video, the live stream. Yeah, we have many activity there. You can search for Frontier Down on X. You can explore it. We right now we have many bounty for you to like go around on the project on Viction. For example, Victions we work with the project on Victions, like for example game or payment or NFT, yeah, many sectors, and they will give some topic back to Frontier DAO, and Frontier DAO will distribute the topic, the requirement for our communities, and you can join that activity to learn about the project and write down your knowledge, or you can use that DF, use that game and give some review, and you can have an opportunity to earn from it. Yeah, I think it's like the really easy way for you to both like learn and explore visions while earning money from creating something. I think it's a really easy way. If you're interested, you can join us. We always have many bounties like happening every week for you to explore and earn. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, bounties are always fun, and I'm sure people who are getting started they love to do quests because at the same time that they're learning, they're also earning. So super cool to have incentives and quest systems like those. So do check out those bounties that Hera mentioned if you do want to get started. So I guess for our next question, Hera, let's hype up the community a bit, and maybe you can tell them, maybe drop some alpha for them too. So, what's the most exciting thing, happening on Viction right now that our viewers, that the community members absolutely shouldn't miss?
Yes, I should say the most important things and exciting things currently happen in Vision right now is right now in February, right? So yeah, so we're gonna have another retro drop season on March. Retro drop is like an airdrop we do for our users, our communities. We have just had the season one at the beginning of this year, and we have like 20 million VIC to do the retro drop for each quarter, and with different criteria. For the last season, we give away we airdrop for users who have transaction on Victions, hold at least some NFTs or stake Victions on some platform. Yeah, last time it has criteria. And for the season two, I'm really exciting because I'm working for communities though who contribute like non-transaction. They can just create content, or they do some online presence, something like that. And I can emphasize that for the Retro Rock season two, it's gonna focus mainly really focus on the communities, those who join the activity on Victions, who join the activity, the bounty from Frontier down, who contribute to Victions through community activations. Yeah, so I'm really excited for the Reach Up season 2. It's gonna be happen on the match. Yeah, and another thing is tomorrow tomorrow is like it's the near things, right? For tomorrow for the Philippines market, I think you guys should know, maybe you already know, that we're gonna have the offline event with coins.ph at their office. Yeah, I have just visit their office today. It's really big, people really nice. I met Jeffa there. Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna have the event there and have the chance to meet all the builders and all the communities in person. So if you living in Manila, what place? Jeffa? BGC, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, if you live in Manila near BGC, you can register for the event. Jeffa will send you the link later, and yeah, you can come and meet us in person. We're gonna have some activities for you to get some reward from us. Yeah, and follow up with the Philippines event. Gonna have event in many other countries. For example, Thailand during Southeast Asia Blockchain Week, or Indonesia is really near here, and also in Q2 we're gonna have a real big event in Vietnam. Yeah, so that's what I can lead right now. What is really interesting on Vision now.
Cool. Thank you so much, Hera. And yes, to all of our community viewers, if you haven't yet, do sign up for the Coins and Viction IRL tomorrow. It's going to be great. We're going to have some merch. I think if you're in the Discord, I gave you guys a sneak peek of the Zen cards that Hera and the team brought over. And we'll also be giving away like tote bags, for the community. And we'll also have Viction tokens and airdrops for our participants for tomorrow. So do check out the link. Yeah, do check out the link and sign up if you haven't signed up already. And we love to connect and see you guys tomorrow at our event for Viction IRL. So Hera, thank you so much, and we're looking forward to having the community connect with you guys as well for the IRL event. So with that, I guess I'd like to also ask some questions, that are going to be for our panelists here, so we can get some of their experience and insights, as their own community leaders for blockchain communities. So before I ask that, I'd also like to plug again, to our community that we do have a community question segment later during the show. Please do send in some questions for Creatine, Sil, and Hera. Chances are that your question will be picked if your question can be answered by all of them and not just one of them. So I think that's the best tip that I can give for our viewers, so that all of them can give their insights and share it with the community as well. So for our first question, this will be addressed to Creatine from Crypto Warriors and one of our coins champs as well. So, Creighton, I'll ask you first. So, I guess what unique challenges and opportunities do you see for blockchain adoption in the Philippines, and how can Viction help bridge the gap? So, yeah, feel free to share stories also, Kuya Creighton, for the community, so that we can also, learn about those challenges and opportunities that comes with adoption, especially in rural Philippines or in Baguio and the northern provinces, from your experience.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks Kuya. Siguro sa akin, no, ako na lang yung representative ng Tagalog community, no. Okay. So, what unique challenges and opportunities? Siguro let's go muna with the challenges. Kasi right now, like here in the north, it's a bit different from Manila, because the people here, they really have little knowledge about the blockchain and crypto, and most of them, they when they hear the word crypto, they think of it as a scam. So that's one of the challenges that we're facing here. And so, how can Viction help bridge the gap? So, yeah, I love what Hera mentioned a while ago. They do the education. So, di ba, nag-educate sila about the blockchain, not just about Viction, but they can use Viction to help the community know about not just crypto in general, di ba? But the blockchain technology. And Siguro ang nakikita ko doon, one of the opportunities na naisip ko is, Hera mentioned a while ago that the gas fees are low, right? So here in the province, here especially in the north, most of them they don't want to use different chains because it's a bit pricey, right? Like the gas fees and all that, and most of them they receive money from their parents via remittances. So Viction can help with that, right? So instead of paying for a higher fees for remittances, maybe they can receive it via Viction, right? And in that way, they're gonna be paying for less gas fee and they will receive it right away. Because, if I'm not mistaken, yung mga sorry, like with the MoneyGram and other stuff, sobrang mahal nung fee and depende pa sa amount nung ipapadala, 'di ba? So with Viction they can help with that as well. And I also like that Viction has connections with gaming, right? So here in the north, most of them, for those who know a little bit about blockchain technology and crypto, they think of it as a game. So Viction can help spread awareness via game and also with airdrops. Airdrops, I love airdrops because you can learn how the chain works by completing the quest, the task, and Viction can help bridge that gap via those things. So yeah, yun lang naman yung sa napapansin ko na pwedeng unique challenges and opportunities sa Pilipinas na pwedeng makatulong ang Viction. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Hera, so what Creatine was saying, and I think I agree with that, is a lot of Filipinos use the blockchain nowadays for remittances because overseas Filipino workers used to go through companies that would take a large commission fee or percentage of what they send to their loved ones back home. So with blockchain, I think remittances and cross-border payments is a really great angle, probably not just for Filipinos, but maybe for people who are working abroad. So I think that angle really helps with onboarding that sector of people that, as we mentioned, we have a lot of gamers, but I think people who want to use the chain for financial transactions and remittances is a really big angle that can help with adoption. So, Creatine, thank you for inputting that. I think that's a very important thing to build for. Whether you're an OFW or not, definitely the smoothness and the experience of sending transactions to and from other people is very important. So, Creatine, thank you. Now, let's also ask, Sil, who is our Gaming Guild community leader. So you have a lot of experience with gaming projects and leading your own community. So, Sil, I'd like to ask you, and feel free to share stories as well, right, from your own members' experiences. So, what do gaming communities look for when they explore new ecosystems? And then, what can Viction also do to attract more users and gamers, such as your community members?
Right. For me, as the esports community or esports guild, we actually focus on like chains or like these ecosystem where they offer games that we actually play. But if I'm going to be answering your question directly on how like Viction can actually do more for us or for the community similar to us, it's actually you guys or the Viction team providing more opportunities for builders or for game developers in creating those games that we are going to be competing on. So we as an esports guild, we look for games that offers good esports titles or good competition, good tournaments. And without a proper chain or without a proper network to build upon it's gonna be like all for nothing. And I believe that Viction actually has a really good positioning and a really great proposition in terms of making sure that there are no gas ease. I think gas ease has been like the main issue coming in, especially for Web 2 audience. We have recently onboarded multiple esports player coming in from Web 2, and the main issue that we have been encountering are like, why do each transaction like costs this much or what? Instead of them when they are playing Web 2 games, they are just starting to just play it as it is. But with products and with projects like Viction, they actually solved that issue with really low gas fee, even close to none. And at the same time, it's fast transaction being a layer one. So when we look at games that we are playing, we make sure that those games are ready. Those games are really um, good and seamless, just in order for us to really just have the best experience that we have, and there are no like anything that would affect us in terms of competing. So yeah, I think that's gonna be like our perspective. We have searched from multiple chains. We have participated in a lot of chains, even new ones. Like I'm not even sure if I can say like the name of the other blockchains, but um we have tried most of them, and I'm really looking forward on how Viction is going to be changing all the issues that we've encountered in other blockchains that we have used in the previous. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Sil. Yeah, I think definitely when you're onboarding someone from Web2, gas fees, for us who are veterans in the space, maybe we're
Yeah.
used to the cost of a transaction being this much, but for people who are new to crypto, they might not be as tolerant or patient. Like, why do I have to pay to use your technology?
Yeah.
So definitely, those things that we can take for granted really disrupts the experience that new users might have when they're going to be trying out new crypto apps or blockchains. So, thank you so much for that. And then I guess we'll also, just to remind the community, so do send in your questions on our Facebook Live or our X. And if your question is, chosen, we'll be awarding you guys with 20 Viction tokens. So I think that's around 340 pesos. So ask really high quality questions, get hype, because I think, you have a lot of experienced community leaders through Hera, Creatine, and Sylphy, and they'd love to share their insights as well on building blockchain communities, growing blockchain communities. So with that, I would also like to ask my first question for all of our panelists present for this evening. So for Hera, Creatine, and Sil, this one, I'm sure you guys can also share stories, and maybe for our order, so we can have Hera first to share some anecdotes and stories about the Viction community, and then maybe Sil and then Korea, you can go after Sil. So the question for now is, how important is having a strong community for the success of a chain, and what makes a great Web3 community? So Hera, as the community manager um, Viction. So, how important is having a strong community in your success?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I also really hope to like hear from our panelists here to learn from them. Yeah, so as a community managers, working for community for many years, I can bias a little bit that communities is the most important things for the success of the blockchains. Actually, it's not only for the blockchain. I think with whatever things they must need the communities. Yeah, because communities they wrote a high for the projects, like the high community can like pump off the adoptions and also the ecosystem expansions. And when the community they have someone who truly use our product, they can give us really useful and cool and code or like feedbacks, and they can also contribute to our growth also. Yeah, so whenever we want to like grow our project fast or have our project like expand to many other area in this world, we must tap to the community first to understand the insights what they need so we can offer them. Yeah, and what make array web3 communities? So from my point of view, the first one gonna be engagement. So if the community that not really active, we're not getting anywhere. Yeah, so community is one of the things that have us to grow and have us to be here. So when we have an AMA, have to have many people engage with us. I really appreciate that many people drop questions here. I will try to read and choose the best one to answer. Yes, so engagement is the keys, and the next one gonna be diversity. So in the Web3 communities, must have many types of community user. Can be the mix of the OGs, the one who go with us at the early stage, the newbies, of course, the developers, and also some leaders. They can like grow from um, contributor to be the leaders. They can help us to present anywhere in the world, help us to speak our voice. And education, I think education is really huge. We have to teach the noobs because knowledge is the powers in this space. We have to share the knowledge to let them know what is our project, what are we doing. The education is also like the really important factors to have the big communities. And last one is my opinion is gonna be transparency. So we have to keep it real with our communities. We have to share them the win, the lose, what is coming next, so they can know our roadmap, why they have to stick with us, what they can, uh, what will they have when they stay with us and engage with us. That's why we have to have many sections to engage with our communities. Maybe like just chatting with them daily, or even host a community call to interact with them in real life. Yeah, that's how we make the community really strong and thriving. Yeah, so that's my opinions, from my experience. Really hope to hear more from Routine and Sin on your opinions of the strong community and how to make it strong, especially in the Philippines market.
All right. Thank you so much, Hera. Sil, how about you? How important is strong community for the success of a chain, and what makes a great community from your experience?
Honestly, I think I don't know for the lack of term or word, but I think each of blockchains has like their own cult or like their own following. Like the strength of a certain blockchain really depends on how much the people or how much the community trust the blockchain. More of the projects are coming into the chains because they know that there is like an existing community on that blockchain, and it's actually quite difficult to build on something that has just started. That was way back, but right now we have been seeing like a surge of blockchains that is like really promising, that is really good and so much traction. I think aside from the community alone, one of the things that I've also realized is that community is there, but it's hard to get community if you're a new blockchain, right? So I think one of the important thing that most of the blockchains has been adopting is getting their own KOLs or influencers or the leaders that would start like the movement. The specific people actually brings in their community into that blockchain and creates the noise, the hype, and everything around that specific blockchain. We've seen that in the color blue blockchain. We've seen that in the color red blockchain. I've also seen this on the green blockchain. And now with the yellow blockchain, Viction, I think we are also going to be seeing this. I saw that they have like multiple programs coming in as well for ambassadors or for creators. So um, that is important. Building that specific niche or that specific community from ground up would actually be really helpful. It would actually give your projects or the games that creates under your blockchain like a player base or people to work with. So yeah, I think that's really the most essential thing about each blockchain is just really maintaining community, maintaining like people who believes on the certain goal of this blockchain is gonna be going for the moon, something like that. Yeah.
Sil, thank you so much. Kaya, ikaw, how important is having a strong community, and what makes a great community for you? Kaya, you're on mute, sorry.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, for me, I've been on the space. I've been a community manager since 2021, and I realized that a strong community is everything. What do I mean is that a blockchain will not work no matter how advanced the technology is if they don't have a strong community. And we noticed that, right? From the previous uh, bull run, previous bear run, you can define a project, the success of a project by its community. And so with that, with the second question, what makes a great Web3 community? For me is as long as you know, or as long as the community knows purpose of the project. Like for example, if the project they want mass adoption, of course, not all strategy will work, right? So as long as they know their vision, as long as they know their purpose, they can adjust to the like for example, if it's a bear market, they can adjust their strategy because they still know their purpose. Unlike of course some other projects, they just want to pump and dump, and we don't want that, right? So in my experience, as long as you know the purpose, as long as your the goal is clear in your mind, you can still have a great Web3 community. And I notice it with a lot of projects. They experience FUD and other stuff, but they just keep their um they just follow their purpose and their goal, right? That's why I advise the community to always read the white paper of the project. And of course, right now our project is Viction, so I hope that after this you will continue to read about Viction's updates and all of the stuff they're doing to the community. So yeah, that's my answer for that question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Creatine, and thank you to our panelists for that. I think we should move on already to our community questions as well, since we're running a bit late into the program. So Hera also helped me choose some questions, and I'll be flashing them on screen. So this one comes from Facebook Live from Mark Belisi. So Hera, um, what steps should be taken to further integrate Viction into local blockchain initiatives?
Yeah, so that's what Vision is currently doing. Right now, we are focusing on different countries. The first, like big one is Southeast Asia. So we want to tap the local blockchains landscape. By first one is to list our native token with on the biggest exchange of these countries. So within the last month, we have just listed to three big exchange on three countries. Like in Vietnam is Alineas, in Thailand is Bitcup, and in the Philippines is CoinPH. And we are like right now reaching the big exchange of the country that we are currently target to list out there. So we will offer the local user to, like, the opportunity to use our tokens, and like easy for them to access our token. Another one is to collaborate with the key players in this country to maybe embrace the builders to build a project, or establish the local community there. So right now we currently work with Frontier Down, the community for content creators in many countries, to establish the local brand there, so we can um, like nurtures the content creators in the local country, so they can help us to turn the technical announcement or anything happen on Victions into like easier to digest content in the local language, so easier to reach the local communities. Yeah, so right now we're looking for someone in the Philippines to help us to establish Frontier Down Philippines. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna like establish maybe next month. Yeah, right now we have many countries, for example, Indonesia, Thailand, or even in Africa, we have Nigeria, Russia, Turkey. Yeah, and right now we really hope to have one in the Philippines. So that's communities can be our hope there to engage with you guys, maybe collab with CryptoPH or Sins or routine with many activities in the futures. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Hera. And Mark Balisi, thank you for your question. You'll be receiving an eviction token. So thank you, Mark. Shout out sa'yo. All right. So this one can be addressed to all of our panelists. So Hera, you also chose this one from JJ Shizuo. So JJ asks, how do you see the Philippines evolving as a key player in blockchain adoption, and what factors are driving this growth? Um, I guess, Hera, would you want to go, since you chose the question, maybe you'd like to start off with your ideas.
Yeah, so I chose this question so I really want to hear from you, from Jeffa. Yeah, from my point of view, the reason why we assess the Philippines as one of our key players, because the Philippines has a really high adoptions and using cryptocurrencies. And for Victions, outside we currently growing game, we have many game right now, and also had a game studio to nurture the Web2 game and bring them to Web3s. And the Philippines, you guys really strong in game, not only game, but also building the guild, the community to nurture the gamers together and share like really interesting market. And that's why we see that the Philippines is a really potential market for us to explore and grow there. Yeah, for how about you or Scene and Routine, even Jeffa? What do you think the Philippines is a key player that every blockchain project should visit or should spend here?
Can I go, Jaffa?
Go
Everyone
for it.
here.
Yeah, I would like to answer that question. I think Philippines is one of the major players here because I think Philippines is being also targeted by majority of the country due to the fact that we are like the biggest consumer country. I know Vietnam has been like one of the biggest builders, but in the Philippines we have like all the players coming in. So in one of the previous conference that I've been in, I think it was in Token, it was mentioned to me that a successful project has always been infiltrated with Philippine user base. So in order for you like to be a successful project or a successful game, it means that you also have like a Filipino community backing it up. And I think one of the reasons for that one is Filipinos want to find different opportunities within the space. They want to like have other things to work on. They don't want to really stay on like the normal norms, like having a corporate job and what. And I think that is one of the main reasons why Filipinos naturally are looking for other ways to earn, other ways to have like those opportunities. And Philippines is from just being a consumer has been like evolving. They have been upskilling, they have been learning, they have been knowing more about the space, blockchain, and all. We started out as more of like Axie scholars. Like we only know how to play games, we know how to earn from those games. But right now we have been seeing like a trend of people, or a trend of Filipino people coming in like traders, education people, ambassadors, KOLs, and this is just starting from now. We are just evolving from a consumer standpoint into a more us really representing and knowing more about the space. And we have also been seeing Filipino developers rising up, like on the other blockchain or the other network. They have been creating those games, tokens, and all. And I just really see that the Philippines has that potential, as long as we keep on upskilling ourselves. And this is what we are or everyone else is doing. I think majority of the people in the Philippines, I think we also have one of the biggest player base, or just the community overall, not just gamers, traders, and as well as people who just within the space. So yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I agree. So yeah, and Kaya, how about you? Maybe some of your observations as your own community leader.
Yeah. For me, I noticed that of course there are two factors. First is the community, right? So of course, for example, I'm in the province, right? I'm in the north, and then because this is a story of my friend, he went to Manila, of course, for a vacation. Then he attended like an event, a crypto event. I won't say the name of the project, but after he joined it, he just shared it to his friends, and after that, his friends, of course, knew it, right? What the crypto is all about, and they got curious and they got some awareness. And the second thing is I appreciate, of course, exchanges like coins.ph. So they are really helpful in driving mass adoption, because of course with events like this, like the Coins Community Wednesday, more people get to know about crypto, and they get to hear projects like Viction, right? So yeah, so the Philippines, they have a strong foundation in teaching blockchain, and sooner that we know, the Philippines will adopt blockchain into its into its operations, right? Like the daily stuff. So yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
Also, thank you so much, Creatine. And Shizuo, thank you so much for your question. You'll be receiving 20 Viction tokens as well. So Hera also chose out another question that I think she wants to answer. So Hera, this one's going to be for you. So from Say Texon, so how did you come up with the name Viction, and what's the history behind it? So feel free to share some more Viction lore, Hera.
Can I ask Jeffa, our host, this questions? When say Viction, what do you think?
I think conviction. So I think that's maybe where it comes from.
Actually, conviction is also one of the name of some activity we're gonna do. It's gonna really big. Yeah. But actually, victions is like the combinations between visions and victory. Yeah, we want because we rebrand from Tomo Chains and we want to have a new names, new journeys, and we want to expanding the visions, the vision of the exchange, and we want like people to like we want it to like open doors, open opportunity for everyone, and everyone who join Visions can like achieve what they want and like reach the victory. Yeah, that's kind of the name of the Visions. The combinations of vision and victory. Yeah, the reason why I choose this question is because I believe that understand the reason behind the name is the best way for you to remember our name. So we are Vision. Yeah, thank you.
Say Taxon, thank you so much for your question. And yeah, if it's your first time winning a prize, I think the best way to confirm your prize is to head to the Coins Discord and open a ticket. Our Coins champions will also assist you with getting your details. So you'll also be receiving 20 Viction tokens. So yeah, I think Sil might be a bit busy, so he'll have to drop. But we can proceed with one or two more questions for our AMA. So Sil, thank you so much for joining us for tonight. And for the rest of our community, please don't forget that we also have a community game in our Discord. So we'll have some games over there, and you'll be receiving some Viction tokens. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring our Community Wednesdays for tonight. So say thank you so much. And I
Thank you.
guess yeah, one more question. I think Hera wants to answer as well. So yeah, I think this one is really good to answer, and this one comes from Neil YGG. Yes, so Neil YGG asks, and let me flash it here on screen. So
It's
Hera, Neil asks, what kind of reward mechanisms should Viction introduce to encourage active participation in Web3 communities?
Yeah, so I think this is the last questions I picked because maybe it's like I already mentioned this. Right now we have ritual drop program with season happening every waters. That's like a really great and big rewards mechanism that not only for the user who actually use Viction, but also for the communities, also for the builder, the stakers. Yeah, we have the change for everyone. So as long as you use Viction, you have transaction on us, you use our product, you engage with our communities, you join our activities. You're gonna have a chance to be in the list of our ritual drop. Yeah, so that's the one of the biggest things that I hope that everyone who joined the call today can remember, and maybe you can search for it because we have 1 month left until the second season, and then 3 months for another and 3 months for another. Yeah, every quarter we're gonna have ritual drop. Yeah, we want to envision we like community first, and the communities combine between builders, users, everyone around our ecosystem. So we will have something to thanks them, reward back to them, yeah, give back to them because they support us a lot. Yeah, that's the big things that you can have a change to win. And beside that, we're gonna have many activities, many uh, yeah, many things that beyond money. For example, if you are our ambassador, you are our KOL, or you join Frontier DAO as a content creators, you will have a chance to grow your personal brand in Web3, grow your network. Because Victions, we are under 98. 98 is a big company in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia. So we can offer you something beyond money. Yeah. So uh, that's it. Many things else I think you can discover after this call by visit our social medias, or you can come to Discord and ping me. I will answer you anything you want.
All right. Thanks so much, Neil. So you'll be getting 20 YGG tokens. And I think maybe just one last question. But I want to ask you guys both a question. So my question for you, Hera, and for you, Creatine, is what are you most hyped for the rest of 2025? So what better way to cap off our AMA than to let the community know what you're most excited for? So Creatine, maybe ikaw naman, you go first this time. So what are you most hyped for the rest of 2025, Kuya? Ay, nakamute ka, Chris. Sorry. Yan.
Sorry, sir. I was on mute again. Yeah, so most hype for the rest of 2025. Well, for me, I think it's the context is in the Philippines for me because I heard because I'm in north of Luzon, but I heard from a friend who's a developer that they're also doing something in Visayas and Mindanao, and they're gonna be launching lots of talks and educational events about the blockchain, and actually it's most of it are for builders like programmers, web 2 programmers who wants to learn web 3 programming, right? So I'm a hype for that because like what Hero said, the Philippines, it has a great potential, and I know that we just need to educate them more, and we're gonna grow from there. So that's what I'm most hype about for the rest of 2025, and I'm really looking forward for more communities like Viction to grow here in the Philippines. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Great, and thank you. And last but not least, Hera, what are you most hyped for the rest of 2025?
Yeah, so actually right now I like spending 24/7 for Victions. Like I fully spend my time to roll it. So what's I'm most high for the rest of 2025 is Viction's gonna expand to as much local as it can, and I'm gonna have a chance to visit more countries where our ambassadors and users are there, so I can meet them in persons. And of course, Viction's gonna roll a lot and with more things, more sectors to like reach the mass adoptions. And yeah, 2025 we have many things in line, and I really hope to see them happen at the end of this year.
All right. So, Hera, thank you so much. Creatine, thank you also for joining us for tonight's stream. So, with that, we conclude our Ask Me Anything for a deep dive into Viction, the ecosystem, the community, and growing more blockchain communities for CryptoPH. So, I guess we'll also see you guys tomorrow for our IRL event. So, I hope that everyone who's watching will also be able to join us at the BGC Coins HQ.
I'm
Where
far.
we'll be wow, sad, sad, sad.
Why?
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah, sure.
Join us for the event. We'll be having merch, we'll be having food, we'll be having a fire panel discussion with more KOLs, and still, of course, will be joining us again tomorrow night. And of course, we'll be having Viction tokens for all of our participants. Also, don't forget, everyone, that after the stream, please do head to the Coins Discord. That's discord.gg/coins.ph. We'll be having some games and more giveaways sponsored by Viction for our community program. So please do head there afterwards. We'll be having more fun after the stream. So I'd like to thank Hera and Creatine again, and Sil, of course, for joining us for tonight's AMA. And shout out also sa lahat ng mga nanonood doon sa ating Facebook Live, sa Coins X, at pati na rin sa Discord and Telegram. So thank you everyone for joining us for tonight. Shout out to you guys. And this has been another episode of Community Wednesdays. I'm Jaffa, Community Manager of coins.ph. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week on Community Wednesdays. So thank you everyone for joining us, and have a good evening.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you.
guys. See you.